It's super sunny. Wait. Okay, so I just hope you don't mind I wear goggles because it's super bright, okay? Today I'll show you what I think is the best GoPro camera to go skiing and how I use it to get the most unique angles. Hey, I'm Philip. I'm an outdoor adventure photographer and award-winning filmmaker. I love skiing, exploring mountains, and traveling. I bring my camera basically everywhere. You can follow my adventures on this channel, so make sure to subscribe. Okay, so for me, the best GoPro for skiing is without a doubt the GoPro MAX 360 camera. First off, let me explain how the MAX works. It's easy if I show you. This is the MAX. It's a 360 cam. It means it can see in all directions, 360 degrees. You can think of it like two GoPros glued together. And the main benefit is that you can film everything and later change the angle which you want to see in post. Alright, so talking about the main angles and the most unique angles you can get, I think the first is the POV, the first person perspective, in which you just mount your camera to your helmet, and I'd say this is the most used perspective, but it also helps a lot to get most of the POV shots, using it just like a normal GoPro, in which you can later select the viewing angle you want. Next up, I'd recommend using this with a pole, just like this one. This you can just extend and it gets quite long. For skiing, I just use this one because it has a screw mount. I don't know if you can see this, which is much easier for the MAX than the normal GoPro mount. And I'll explain now why. You will need another accessory. It is this mounting plate here. I think this is the most useful accessory and I really love this. I've equipped all my cameras with this because it makes mounting and unmounting much easier if you're not using the action mount. I'll link the product below because I bought it off Amazon. And as you can see, it has these normal wings, which you would attach the normal GoPro mount here. But it also adds the screw here. When you add this to the pole, you can just screw them together and it's much faster, and also you always have it looking straight up. Why is this important? Well, do you remember when I said that this is like two GoPros together? It looks from here to one side and from this side to the other. And as you can see, there's like a thin slice, the width of the camera, that is not included in the image because it can't look beyond this point. So what it does, it just stitches from here to here, leaving this gap out. And by leaving that gap out, you can use a thin pole like this one, and now you can't see the pole. If you look at this image, the pole is not there, but if you look at the shadow, it is. So this combo is for me the most useful, in which you have the Insta360 pole, the Tillerson screw mount, and the GoPro MAX. But you can use any pole as long as it's thinner than the camera you're using, so that you can not see the pole. If you're using a normal pole, make sure that you're not attaching it like this. It needs to be completely straight. This is why, again, I think this is super useful. You just screw it on, you know it's working, and you hold it like this, and in post you can select what you'll see. Now I'll show you the most creative ways you can use this combo to film different angles while skiing. The most easy angle to use with a pole is just to extend it and hold it in your hand. It gets this creative view. You have the camera in front of you like a drone. You can try with different lengths, maybe having it here in skiing or maybe making it longer. And this is sort of my basic pole mounted MAX view. Next up, most backpacks have a zipper on top. So I'd extend the pole and just put it here, making sure that it looks up, and then I can ski like this. And later in post, you can reframe it to look downwards and it looks sort of like a video game. This one works really well for tight spaces, or if you're in a steep couloir and you need to see an image of yourself and the rocks to your side. Next up, we're getting into the more creative spaces, working with the camera, trying new angles. You can attach this under the main strap of your backpack, and then under the waist strap, get them both really tight, and you have the camera following you. And if you're carving and go into a turn, or if you're just skiing around, this one looks really well. I know it looks a little bit flimsy, but don't worry, because the Max is so well stabilized that when you film it and you watch it later, it'll look much better. Following in the same path as this one, I tried this one the other day for the first time, and I posted a story on Instagram, and I got like 15 messages, everyone asking, okay, where's the camera mounted there? What I did was just sort of inverting it, but just using the waist strap and having it in front of you. Again, this is not the most sturdy. I wouldn't recommend jumping with this setup because it does move, but just to have some easy powder skiing or just some nice views, it's really interesting, and you get an angle that you can't get from any other point. Okay, the next one is what I call the unicorn mount. You need this accessory, which you can get online. I will also link this one below. And it's just an extension pole. It's pretty light and pretty stiff. It's out of metal, like a short pole. So you attach it to your helmet, and if you position it like this, you can film downwards, sort of like a POV skiing. Then you can film towards your face, where you can see the reaction or how the powder is flowing around you, or if you're jumping, your face, and you can look backwards. I'd say one of the most unique angles for the GoPro Max, but at the same time it gets pretty heavy if you're loading it on the front and it presses down on your nose, so I can't breathe anymore. But definitely super cool way to film unique stuff. Okay, one of the great features having it in the pole is also that you can do a great follow cam, as you don't have to look where the camera is aiming, because you can reframe later, which we'll show you now. Okay, so now I'd like to talk about which one I would choose between a normal GoPro, Hero 10, Hero 9. This is the Hero 9, but I'm currently filming on the Hero 10 with the Media Mod, and the Max. So between classic action cam and 360 camera. I think the Max is more versatile for skiing. You can get more creative. Also, when you get POV shots, I don't know if this has happened to you, but it happens to me all the time. When I'm filming with a classic GoPro, you have to sort of choose what kind of angle you want, and if it's more tilted down or upwards. You're super stoked on the footage you got, jumping that sick drop or skiing down a tight couloir. And when you get home, you see the footage and you notice that either the camera was looking too high and you can't see the tips of your skis, or it was looking far below and you can't see the bluebird skies that you had that day. So with this one, my hit rate for GoPro POV footage has skyrocketed, basically. So with this one, it's hit or miss. You get better at it and you learn how to choose. But since with this one, you don't have to choose, you just choose later. This one is much more versatile. Also, I really like the ability of just having one camera that can do many things in one instead of bringing sort of two. On the contrary, the drawback of the Max against the classic GoPro Hero 10 or Hero 9 are that in this one you're much more limited in terms of resolution and frame rates. So this shoots at 5.3K in a maximum 30 frames per second, but once you transform that into a linear perspective, like a sort of normal view that you'd see, it's much slower. You can scale it to 4K, but I think the quality is pretty good with this one is a 1080p, which works for me. And especially for social media, there's basically no quality difference that you can appreciate. Also, if you want to record slow-mo, since you only have 30 frames per second here in the 360 mode, I would use one of these, where you can go up to 240 FPS and other frame rates. Of course, you can use this one in what they call Hero mode. In Hero mode, you're limited to 1080p, which is perfectly acceptable for me. And the frame rate is 60 frames per second, which again is sort of what I normally film with when I'm vlogging stuff, which gives me some flexibility later in post. I think the major drawback for the Max against the Hero is that the Max requires basically double the work, because once you film on the Max, you have to edit it before selecting what you want from the clip. So you can use your phone or you can use your computer, but basically you have to go into the software or into the app, select the view you want to choose, export that into a different video, and then you select the clip to edit it into, if you're shooting a video for YouTube or for social media. However, I will say, to me, it's worth the extra work because I have so much flexibility and so much creative ways to shoot filming, that if I had to choose just one camera to go skiing between these two, I take the Max. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. It's a little different than what I normally do. I hope you liked it, but I wanted to share this with you. If you liked it, press like, it really helps. Make sure to subscribe because that's what helps this channel grow and what tells YouTube that you're liking the content. And if you agree or disagree, just let me know below. I love hearing about different perspectives. Read all your comments and reply to them. So let me know in the comments. Bye, see you next time, skiing.